What's going on, guys? My name's Nick Talan, and this is my brother.
Nathan Talan.
We are the Talan Brothers. This is our new YouTube channel where we will be discussing movies, eventually putting out some movie reviews and maybe some live reaction kind of things to certain movie trailers, maybe TV shows. But to start off now, today is a very important day. The 2017 Oscar nominations came out early this morning, and we're just now getting around to talking to it. We haven't really said anything to each other this morning or when I saw him at school, so this will definitely be new to both of us.
Okay, so I got some notes here. I have all the categories that we're going to really talk about. Some of the smaller ones we're not going to touch on just because we're uninformed about it, but I'm going to go through the nominees and we're going to say what we want to win and what we think will win. So, let's get started with some film editing. The nominees are Arrival, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, La La Land, and Moonlight. What's your overall thoughts on this category?
Editing has a special place in my heart just because that's where I basically started off getting into this kind of field of watching movies, and it kind of interested me more, or it raised my interest in movies just by the editing aspect because I knew how much time went into it. So when I see this category, it just makes me think about how much work goes into something like this, especially a major production like a movie that's getting nominated for an Academy Award. So, my thoughts on it. What is it? Arrival, Hacksaw, Hell or High Water, and La La Land. Moonlight. If I had to choose out of all those for the film editing one that I'd want to win, for me it's between Arrival and La La Land.
Yeah, I haven't seen Moonlight. You haven't either, just because
Yeah.
it's not playing in our area, but I can't really attest to that film editing. But personally, I think I want not Hell or High Water. I want Arrival to win.
Okay.
Because of how it tells a story so differently in that movie, and the editing is just a crucial part to that. How it's like transporting you to like certain flashbacks and stuff like that. But I actually think that will win too, hopefully, because I think it's just more creative and more crucial to the actual story than any of the other movies listed.
I would agree on that. I was just sitting there and thinking about it a little bit. Yeah, La La Land was very different, especially for me. I was never really huge into musicals, so that was just different to see that kind of dynamic in a movie. But yeah, Arrival is definitely, the editing's definitely needed to tell the story, I feel. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah.
It's very important how, it kind of jumps around within the storyline. And, towards the end, you kind of realize some more things just through the editing. So I'm going to go with I want Arrival to win. Do I think it'll win? I honestly could not tell you that. I don't know what they base it off of, film editing for that. The Academy, I don't know what they are looking for. But
Up next, makeup and hair. And the nominees are A Man Called Ove, never heard of it, Star Trek Beyond, and Suicide Squad. So one thing that's very interesting about this category is Suicide Squad is now an Oscar-nominated movie.
When I was on the hype train for a little bit, I saw the movie. I was like, I just wanted it. I wanted it to be good. And then after it sunk in a little bit, I kind of realized how bad it was. And just to think that is one of three nominated in that category for.
To be fair, it did have some good makeup for like Killer Croc and stuff, but I just can't have that in my mind having it win, because then Suicide Squad would be an Oscar-winning movie.
Which it deserves.
Okay, I didn't hear of A Man Called Ove. I don't know anything about it really, so I can't really base anything off of that. But I think Star Trek Beyond, I want it to win, and I think it will win just so that Suicide Squad doesn't win. The alien stuff looks cool in that movie, and I just don't want Suicide Squad to win anything.
Wow, that's nice of you. Out of those three, I've seen one of them. So, I'm going to go roll the dice, and I'm going to say Suicide Squad's going to sweep this one.
All right, I'm moving on. All right, up next is costume design. And the nominees are Allied, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Florence Foster Jenkins, Jackie, and La La Land.
You want me to start off on this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just kind of thought, I was looking last night. I have not seen Jackie. I have not seen Florence Foster Jenkins. I have not seen Allied. So it's looking like amateur hour right now. But if I had like, just from looking at trailers and reading up on things, Jackie seems like a very hard movie to, get costumes for, just for the fact that it's, its time period. clothing. It's very direct clothing too because they're basing it off of clothing that someone actually wore in real life. Since it was a biopic, right?
Yeah, of Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah. So
But to counter that point, Allied is also a period piece.
very true.
Do you
Yes.
think Jackie would just take it just because it's a stronger movie?
Yeah. From what I read, I'm gonna say I'd want Jackie to win. I still need to see it. Hopefully, I'll see it before the Oscars actually happen. But I'm gonna go Jackie, and I think Jackie will win.
Okay.
That's a bold prediction by me. Actually, it's really not, but I haven't seen the movie, so it is.
All right. I want La La Land to win, and I think it will win. But I would not be surprised if Jackie or Florence Foster Jenkins sweeps in and takes this one, especially since Meryl Streep isn't Florence Foster Jenkins. But we'll get to that later. Up next, production design, and the nominees are Arrival, Hacksaw Ridge, Hail Caesar, La La Land, and Passengers. Hail Caesar, you can definitely see. Plus, it's kind of influenced by Hollywood in a way too, so that might get some cred. Hacksaw Ridge, pretty good. The stuff at the beginning of the movie kind of looked movie setish to me, like it kind of looked like a set, and I don't think that's what they want out of it. So
For
maybe
do you say Hacksaw?
Hacksaw, yeah. Still a great movie, but I don't know if I'd give it to that. Arrival, not much to do in that one. I think it was interesting what they did with like the alien ship and everything, but
Yeah.
I don't think the production design was a key component of that one. Passengers,
Whoa. That's a bold statement right there, man.
La La Land, I think will win, and I want it to win just for
Whoa.
everything. Passengers haven't seen it. I don't think it will play in too much, but if that sweeps it from La La Land, you know what? I'm an idiot. So
I really did like Arrival because yeah, it was only like what two settings, but it was incredible with what they did with the ship. I think
I agree.
it was very. I don't even. It was modern. It was surprisingly simple, and it worked perfectly in my opinion. So, I definitely liked Arrivals. I think Arrival was pretty incredible. La La Land definitely just because the musical aspect of it, where they had to plan around everything and use those sets um, to like map out everything they were doing. So, yeah, I think La La Land will win that one. I'm going with.
Okay. On to original song. Um, the nominees for this one are Audition from La La Land, Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls, City of Stars from La La Land, The Empty Chair from Jim the James Foley Story,
Love that movie.
and and How Far I'll Go from Moana.
All right, so you can start that one too if you'd like.
Okay. So for this one's a little interesting. La La Land nominated twice. Sing Street nominated 0 times.
Mm-hmm.
Unlucky. I feel like Sing Street should have at least been nominated. I know La La Land would probably win no matter what song gets nominated for it, but all these other ones, How Far I'll Go, good for Lynn. Don't think he'll complete his EGOT this year. Can't Stop the Feeling, pretty catchy, and I have not heard The Empty Chair, but I mean, out of these nominees, since Sing Street wasn't even nominated, I'll say that I want Audition to win because I feel like it's a better song, but I think City of Stars will take this one. I mean, it's
Yep.
between La La Land, so it doesn't really matter.
I honestly, to be honest, I did not see Trolls, but I
Who
did not.
a lot of kids
Well, no,
did.
no, I did not know that song was from that movie because I heard it on the radio every 15 minutes. So, yeah, I definitely enjoyed that one though. So, yeah, I think the City of Stars is the most popular just for the fact that it was in all the trailers. Everyone kind of gravitated to City of Stars at first too. That song was City of Stars was released before the movie even came out. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Audition was too.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like one of the singles, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, well, it was just more. I feel like it was marketed more, and I feel like that will win. I really loved How Far I'll Go in Moana. Loved Audition. Can't Stop the Feeling, like I said, was a very good one. I think City of Stars will win. I want that one to win.
All right, next up is original score. The nominees here are Jackie, La La Land, Lion, Moonlight, and Passengers.
Yeah, I have to go with La La Land here. It's a musical. I listen to the soundtrack still 3 weeks after seeing the movie.
Hmm.
around 3 weeks. So I love it. So I'm gonna go with La La Land. I want it to win. I think it will win just because of I don't want to say it was revolutionary, but it's kind of bringing back the old musical feel, and it's definitely well crafted music.
Yeah, for me, La La Land, I want it to win. I think it will win. I've been listening to this constantly since I've seen the movie, so I think that should just speak for itself. But I'm sure Moonlight's great. I actually heard great things about the Moonlight score, so that might be the one that like sweeps in and might take that from him. But all right, up next is cinematography. The
Mm.
nominees here are Arrival, La La Land, Lion, Moonlight, and Silence. First nomination for Silence, which is an absolute travesty. I mean, this movie is brilliant. I don't know what happened so that it didn't really get any recognition. But maybe like the screeners went out too late or something. But it 100% deserves the cinematography. I've originally had La La Land before I saw Silence. I haven't seen Moonlight yet, but that's definitely a strong contender too. I want Silence to take it, and if there's any justice in this world, I think it will take it.
I have not seen Silence, Moonlight, or Lion. So 3 out of 5. I cannot really. I mean, La La Land was beautiful. Arrival, great. I think La La Land's a little bit better than Arrival cinematography wise. From what I've seen with Moonlight, it looks beautiful. The movie, it literally like like the coloring in it and everything's beautiful. It just looks like a great movie that I'm dying to see. Silence, I'm definitely gonna go see soon. I mean, just the shots in the trailer for that one. Like, I feel like I can base it just off that. I mean, one of my favorite shots that I've seen ever is in that with Andrew Garfield looking into what is it, a small body of water, and he sees a reflection of Jesus. Like, that is just crazy to me. Like, it's pretty awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet. I mean, this movie definitely deserves the cinematography win.
I think Moonlight will win.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. All right, on to directing. The nominees here are Arrival for Denis Villeneuve. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Hacksaw Ridge, Mel Gibson. La La Land, Damien Chazelle. Manchester by the Sea, Kenny Lonergan. And Moonlight, Barry Jenkins. Who do you think is going to take this one?
I want Damien Chazelle to win. He did something like I watched so many interviews with him and the cast of La La Land and everything, and the way he's making it seem and sound is like no one wanted this movie like a couple of years ago. I mean, then he made Whiplash, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing." But um, it just seemed like no one wanted to pick up this movie because they thought it was just too bold. And for him to pull it off and make it, in my eyes, a perfect movie and something I love, and I loved watching it. Saw it twice. I'd love to see it for a third time. I think that he deserves the win, and I think he will win that one.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty stacked category. I'm glad Denis got some recognition. He's just so good. All of his other movies are just fantastic. Manchester by the Sea, it felt definitely real. Hacksaw Ridge, you have Mel Gibson making a comeback. The war stuff felt great. I just thought like the beginning was a little weak, but still an overall great movie. Moonlight, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like Barry Jenkins' first movie too, so
Yeah.
just great talent there. But I do think La La Land will win, and I want it to win. On to supporting actor, we got Mahershala Ali from Moonlight, Jeff Bridges from Hell or High Water, Lucas Hedges from Manchester by the Sea, Dev Patel from Lion, and Michael Shannon from Nocturnal Animals.
I mean, I'll start off really fast, but I have not seen Line once again. I have not, to be a little bit more repetitive in this video, but I mean, and I also haven't seen Moonlight either. I forgot that that's up top. But I love Jeff Bridges in Hell or High Water. He's, a great character in that one. Michael Shannon in Nocturnal Animals, fantastic. I want Michael Shannon to win. Willie, probably not. Mahershala Ali probably will win. But I'd love to see Michael Shannon get an Oscar right there because he was fantastic in that movie. You didn't? Did you? You didn't see
I
Nocturnal?
didn't
Did
see
you?
Nocturnal Animals. I don't think he'll win. I'm glad that he got nominated though, because I heard nothing but good things about him. I'm ecstatic that Lucas Hedges got nominated. That kid was something
Oh
special in
yeah.
Manchester by the Sea, and I want him to win. But I think that Mahershala will take this one. Jeff Bridges is also fantastic.
I forgot to say that Lucas Hedges, um, he was incredible in Manchester by the Sea. When I first saw him as a character, come on the screen, I didn't really know what to expect when I saw this kid acting, even though he's probably older than me. But he he was fantastic in it, and I think that truly shows that he's up and coming, and he'll definitely be in a couple more movies in the next coming years. So I definitely respected his performance.
Absolutely great talent, that kid. All right, on to supporting actress. The nominees here are Viola Davis for Fences, Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams from Manchester by the Sea. This one's pretty easy for me. I want Michelle Williams just because of this one scene, and overall, she just needs to be in a happy movie. I hear people say that all the time, but she really does because she's been in nothing but sad movies, and she definitely portrays it well. So maybe that's why she keeps getting casted in it. And
Hmm.
I'm glad she got a nomination here. I want her to win, but I think also Naomi Harris did like all of her scenes in like 3 days or something like that. So definitely could sweep in and take that one. But I
Yeah.
think Viola Davis is gonna definitely win this one. But
Yeah, I agree. Viola Davis will probably win that one. Just from kind of looking back, I'm just now kind of getting into the Oscars, and I realize the prestige that comes with an Oscar and everything like that. But looking back and seeing some older nominations and older winners in the years past, I definitely think she will win that for that kind of role, especially when it's dialogue oriented and everything like that.
all right, up next we're getting to the three big ones. We got Best Actor, Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw and Silence, Ryan Gosling for La La Land, Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington for Fences. Now, Denzel Washington's been getting a lot of steam, but if anyone takes this award from Casey Affleck, I'm going to be upset. I think it will win Casey Affleck, and I want him to win.
Like you said, if anyone steals this from Casey Affleck, I know we're being very diverse right now. Most of our thoughts on these have been pretty identical, but I mean, if Casey Affleck doesn't win this award, um, I may have to do one of those TV throws through a window or something because
Yeah.
and no, for sure, because he was incredible. It's like we said with Michelle Williams in the past category. Casey Affleck. That I mean, what I saw in Manchester by the Sea was acting at its finest. It relied heavily on dialogue and facial expressions and everything that acting has to do with. And Casey Affleck did everything perfectly on that movie and gave a gut wrenching performance. And I loved everything about it. Just like I mean, like I said earlier, it's my number 2 movie of the year, and it's one I'll definitely rewatch in the future and for years in the future as well.
Yeah, he's just great in the movie, and I definitely hope. Up next is Best Actress. The
Okay,
nominees are
okay, okay.
Isabel Huppert for Elle, Ruth Negga for Loving, Natalie Portman for Jackie, Emma Stone for La La Land, and of course Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins. Okay, here's the one thing with Meryl Streep. God bless her, great actress, probably the best living right now. I feel like they only gave her this nomination because now she like broke the record for most nominations for an actress. And I definitely feel like Amy Adams deserves some sort of recognition for Arrival because her performance in that movie has so many different layers, takes on completely different meanings on rewatches. She knew what she was doing throughout the entire movie, and I just thought, like, just maybe they would nominate her.
They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't nominate
So,
her.
so that sucks. It sucks for me. Probably sucks more for Amy, but I mean, she's got 7 nominations or whatever already, so it doesn't really bother her.
0 wins though, correct?
Correct.
That must hurt.
Yeah, it probably does. But for this one, I think I want Emma Stone to win. I think she will win.
I'm gonna hit you guys with some diversity here. I think I want Emma Stone to win. Do I think she'll win? No, I don't. I think Natalie Portman will win.
Okay, finally, the final category, Best Picture. The nominees for this are Arrival, Hacksaw Ridge, Hidden Figures, Lion, Moonlight, Fences, Hell or High Water, La La Land, and Manchester by the Sea.
What are you gonna do when Fences steals it from everyone?
If Fences wins, like whatever.
No,
Like
I don't
get
know
it.
if I could accept that. I haven't even seen it. The only movie I see for me coming close to taking it away from La La Land, like you said, is Moonlight. Um, I've heard it's a perfect movie. Yeah, so I mean, I want La La Land to win. I think it'll win, but I mean, out of the 3 I haven't seen in this category, which I'm gonna go see, I think Moonlight will be the one that may make me think twice about the nomination, but or not the nomination, but if it'll beat out La La
Yeah.
Land.
Yeah, I mean, La La Land's nominated for 14 awards. No small feat. Yeah, I think it's gonna take it, and I think a lot of these movies will go down as classics because this Best Picture has a bunch of fantastic ones. When I look at it, it's just pretty astounding, and I'm so happy Denis got recognition for Arrival because that movie just all right. So I mean, that kind of wraps up all the nominations that we planned on talking about. The other stuff that we didn't talk about, it's just because we didn't feel as informed as we should when we talk about those categories. But I mean, great year for movies. I'm excited to see who picks up some wins.
I mean, that's the reason we watch it, though. We see these great movies and great performances and, everything else, and we just want to see them get the highest award that they can because we respect what they've done. And I feel like that's why the Oscars are so important to me now, just because I know all the effort that goes into making a movie like this, and I want to see these people get recognized for their work.
I concur.
Is that going to wrap it up for us?
That wraps it up for us, I think.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This was our first official video here at the Talan Brothers YouTube channel page. It could have, I mean, it seemed a little bit sometimes like amateur hour, but we'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
It's for fun. And thank you guys for watching. There'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.
Thank you guys. Adios.